Hey Scorpio, how are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn and I am here to do your weekly reading. This one will be for, darn, I got stuck, 11, 12, 13th. So this one's going to be for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 14th through the 17th of April, okay? I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings to get you through your weekend. We're just going to pull cards and see what Spirit wants to talk about. I'm going to do it the old way versus the new way. I usually do a Celtic cross. I'm going to do it the way I used to do it for one. I don't know, just something different. And we'll see what we get. Okay, this one's for my Scorpios. Scorpios. All right, guys and girls, here we go. We're looking for good things. Here we go. All right, Scorpio, where are we going? We have the Ten of Swords as the first card out. That's okay. We got it out of the way early. Okay, here we go. Second card, the Queen of Swords. Okay. And then I have the Four of Pentacles. So this is your recent past or your backstory going into the reading. Currently, I have you with the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Magician. Okay. In the near future, we are looking at the Ten of Cups. That's a good thing. Justice. And the Sun. Well, there you go. You started with one of the worst cards to most people, and you ended with one of the best. So there you go. Not so bad, right? The card at the bottom of your deck right now is the Eight of Wands. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has something to do with communication, okay? Either your ability to excel at it or the fact that it's somehow lacking. I'm not sure which one that is yet. We'll see how this plays in, okay? The card at the center of your reading right now, so from almost every direction it plays into it, just like the center spot in tic-tac-toe, right, is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. Sometimes it can be about a reconciliation, just depends. Cards around it. It has a lot to do with people that you have a ton of history with, or things that you have a ton of history with, okay? All right, so let's see how this all goes together. We'll start from the beginning, which for me is the past. So your backstory coming in. It's the Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles. That one's pretty cut and dry, I think, right there. Somebody in the past betrayed you. The result of the betrayal was you coming through as this Queen of Swords, okay? So you were one person before this situation happened, and when it ended, you were somebody else, right? That happens. You were in a very, very logical, very analytical state of mind after this betrayal. You tried to keep emotions at bay, if not completely out of the situation, or any situation for a lot of you. You got hurt and you were done for a minute, or maybe for more than a minute, okay? However, whoever was the person that betrayed you, okay, with this Four of Pentacles, you refused to let go of them. So it almost became like you were sad and you were hurt, so you grabbed a hold of them and wouldn't let go or whatever, at least energetically, and the result was both of you being fairly miserable in some respects, okay? Just, you really couldn't heal because of the position you were in, and you were trying to make them pay for whatever they, I don't know. This looks like it was pretty toxic in the past, okay? That's what I got to say about that. There you go. It does not have to be a situation that was recent. This could actually be a situation from quite a ways back, okay? But however this played out and the way that it affected you is what's affecting the rest of this reading. So for some of you, this is somebody that hurt you years ago, okay? But you haven't recovered from that hurt, and so you're continuing to live in the toxicity, if that makes sense. Kind of is how I see this. But this is your backstory. We couldn't change this if we wanted to, right? It's already happened. But anyways, we're going to go past that now. I don't like that. So let's go past that, okay, Scorpio? Okay, where are we at currently? Right now I've got you with the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Magician. Two of Pentacles would speak of you having a difficult time at this point with trying to juggle something. Does not have to be like you have two lovers and you're trying to juggle that. That's where everybody's head seems to go first. This just has to do with you having a lack of balance right now. So it could be between your work life and your home life. It could be between friends and lovers. I don't know, but there's something in your life that seems very out of balance. And for that reason, it's like your life is kind of like your body, right? As far as everything has to work together. If something goes wrong or gets broken or gets messed up, then everything else suffers for it, right? Same with your life, right? So if you have one thing that's really out of balance, everything else is out of balance at the same time. That's what you're dealing with in that respect right now, okay? Next to it, we have the Six of Cups. So it would seem that the catalyst to whatever is causing this imbalance is obviously something from your past that you have a ton of history with. I get the feeling it's whoever betrayed you in the past. And then we have the Magician. The Magician is all about the fact that you have the ability to manifest the life that you want. You have the ability, you have the wisdom, you have the power, you have everything you need to manifest the life that you truly want. If you could just make peace with this life that you're not happy with, or this thing that hurt you in the past, is how I feel about this, okay? Don't kill the messenger, but that's how I feel about this. And somehow all of this is tied into communication, okay? So either you are exquisite at communicating and you run circles around people and so that you can keep control of a situation, or there's a total lack of communication, or at least effective communication, within this dynamic that we have going on right here, okay? I'm not sure whether you're scrambling their brains with great fast-talking communication or whether there's none at all, but it's one of the two. Okay, let's move past that. Actually, that line's not bad. I mean, it's somebody you care about from your past. You're having a little bit of trouble finding balance, but you still have the ability to manifest what you want as soon as you can close the door on the pain that's involved in what you have been through. Okay, moving forward, we're going into the future. We have the Ten of Cups, Justice, and the Sun. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that in a row, okay? So with Ten of Cups, this is all about emotional fulfillment and your ability to find it, to maintain it. Justice is because something that happened here with this whole betrayal deal was very unjust. The fact that you won't allow it to heal, I almost feel like you won't allow it to heal because you're still trying to punish the person that hurt you. I get it. I really do. That fact, though, is holding back justice from being able to come forward because it's not your place to get justice. Remember, it's spirits, right? Anyways, and the last card we have is the Sun, because it's like your happiness and sunshine is waiting right around that corner. You just got to get around that corner, right? I don't know where I'm at on time. I think we're okay. All right. So the reading starts out truly rough. Okay, the middle of it is where you are right now, and you're trying to figure it out, it looks like. And for some of you, you've been trying to figure this out for a minute, okay? More than a minute, it feels like. But something must have triggered you into trying to actually make amends or find a way to settle this all out. But your future looks incredible. Ten of Cups, Justice, the Sun is great, okay? Reading it from different directions, same. Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Sun. It's like if you could let go of whatever this hurt and pain is, or the person, whatever it is that you're hanging on to that you know no longer serves you and you need to cut it loose, if you could let go of that and manifest the life you want, then there's nothing but happiness, right? Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, and Justice. You need justice for whatever was done to you that was unjust in the past by somebody you cared deeply about. And Ten of Swords to Two of Pentacles to Ten of Cups. The Ten of Swords is what got you into the imbalance, and your reward for getting out of it will be the Ten of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands for the communication behind that. I have Five of Wands and Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is like, it's not a physical battle anymore. There's nothing here that's like in the present almost. This is completely something from your past that needs to be, I don't know, you say closed out, settled out? I don't know, something like that. It needs to be reconciled. Is not reconciled, not necessarily a reconciliation, but you have to reconcile it in your mind and in your soul, right? With the Five of Wands, it's like there's a ton of inner conflict. I mean, part of you wants to make this person suffer forever. I don't know. Or you suffer. I don't know. Eight of Swords, you're all up in your head. You're restricted by your thoughts. All right, let's see. We're going to get like, I think we get 3 more and then maybe 6 more in the round. Okay, let's see what else we got here, Scorpio. It's really not a bad reading. I mean, it looks like you've been through it, but it looks like things are on the upswing. I've got the Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hermit. You were left out in the cold, or you felt very abandoned by somebody that you thought had your back, is what it feels like. I don't know that they left you out in the cold, but it feels like there was an abandonment situation where you thought you could count on somebody, and when the chips were down, they weren't there, right? Nine of Swords, there's a lot of stress and anxiety associated with this entire situation. And with the Hermit, you have tried to pull your energy back so that you can reassess the situation. But from the Hermit to the Magician, you have to understand that when you pull your energy back and you reassess the situation, you have the power to change it. That is 100% up to you. So if you don't change it, then it becomes something that you're allowing to happen. And that's kind of a different scenario then, different dynamic, right? Okay, 3 more and we're out of this. Let's see. I've got the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, you came through as the Queen of Swords in the front in the very beginning of this. The King of Swords is whoever this other person was that was involved in this situation with you. What that tells me is in many ways the two of you mirror each other. You have the same kind of wounding and it's just as severe, although I don't believe that it was necessarily from each other. Maybe. It could have been. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the two of you have hurt each other that bad to put yourselves into this very unfeeling, cold kind of a dynamic, you know. But for some people, they find safety in that.